Artificial intelligence, yay or nay? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And on my last podcast, if you didn't happen to notice, I started using AI to create the descriptions to create the descriptions and also put my website and a whole bunch of other stuff just so that it could be a little bit bigger than just like a one-liner. I figured I could put more stuff in there just to see, are people actually reading the descriptions anyways? I don't know what it has to do with SEO, with like, how people find you, but I figured I'm going to play around with this. And then I started thinking about how like, I'm not on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or any short form social media. I'm only on the long form, like YouTube and my podcast. That's it. These are the only two things that I keep. And I realized that a lot of the stuff that's on YouTube is like AI generated. The people AI generated, the words AI generated, the descriptions AI generated. There's a lot of AI stuff out there. And for me, I've been struggling with, how can I really leverage AI but keep my authentic voice? And, there are a whole bunch of things that I think AI are good for, making graphics for presentations that I do. Awesome. Throw in exactly what I want and I can find it. Writing descriptions for my podcasts. Again, wonderful. Love it. Couldn't do anything else. No, I mean, I just started doing it on my last podcast, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm really just feeling that out. My point is that AI has become part of society so quickly, and there are so many things that you can do with it. And one of the things that I actually just found out that you can do is that you can actually create like a chatbot or something that could like coach you. So I could basically inject all of my podcasts into an this generator, and what it will do, it will make like a mini version of Andy, so you can talk to it and you will get advice from it using all 200 and whatever many podcasts that I've done. I know I've said 300 before, but it's only 200. So the whatever 200 and something podcasts that I have, and it will use that information to fuel how it responds to you. That's fucking scary. That is absolutely fucking scary. And you know what else I figured out that it could do? It could create a whole bunch of freebie stuff. So, you know how I wrote my book, um Writing for My Life, A Guide to Journaling. And the thing is that like I could write a little two-page freebie that could summarize how to do it and like give it to you guys for free. Like, how fucking crazy is that? AI has taken over, and I'm pretty sure it's already going to come to life. But what I also think is that, um, it can be useful. I just think that a lot of people overuse it and rely on it. And, I think it strips away the authenticity. I really do. Because, yeah, you can make my words sound prettier, more elegant, more awesome. You can even like learn my mannerisms and inject those. But the real magic is when I fuck up. The real magic is when I make a mistake. The real magic is when I have a hiccup or have a thought, or I think even in my last podcast, I was like, oh my God, Insane Clown Posse segue. But that's like the magic of like what I do. And AI can never replicate that. I'm sorry, it will never happen. So, there's actually another thing on AI that you can summarize, let's say a book, or not even a book. Let's say that you're watching an hour-long YouTube video and you just want like a summary of it. You can take the transcript of that, and what you can do is you can put it in and have it talk to you as if it were having a conversation with itself, and put that as a podcast. Now, I'm a part of a class that does this for all of their lectures, where they will summarize it, but in podcast form. And what I noticed is that one of the podcast hosts always repeats, like in a validating way, what the other person is saying. So let's say the topic is money. They'll say, "Oh, yes, money's good. Money's great. I like to go shopping." And the second voice will go, "Oh, shopping. Yeah, shopping. It's a great way to be acquiring items. It's a great way to get goods like food and clothing." Oh, clothing. And it's so bizarre because you can tell that it is a fucking robot doing this shit. Um, but I think honestly, AI is a great way to leverage things because, I am admittedly not a great writer. Admittedly, I want to admit that shit. I fucking am terrible at writing. But what I will say is that I have great ideas. I know that my ideas are amazing. I know that like the shit that I want to put out in the world is what I want to tell people. But how do I do that and remain authentic with AI? How do I do that? So I'm going to be navigating that over the next few weeks, and I'm going to let you guys know how it's going and seeing if I can maintain my authenticity because the other thing that I learned that it can do is that it can take previous episodes and it could generate ideas for episodes. And like the episodes that I have issues with are the ones that I have like a script for, the ones that like it's the AI generated idea. Like I have to think, okay, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna say it? What are the points I want to get across? Like I get too analytical with it. And that's just not how this podcast rolls. This podcast has always been based on freaking conscious stream of thought, just me just rambling off some fucking idea that I had that I was like, yeah, we're going to talk about this because this is major points here. And just going off on a tangent and seeing where the fuck it leads me to. So that's my version of authenticity, is giving you guys a raw, real, conscious stream of thought that happens in this brain. But how can I don't know. I want to be playing with a bunch of stuff and seeing how it works and seeing if I can help you guys figure your own voice out in the meantime. But do you use AI and your content? Like, what do you think? Because honestly, I had an Instagram page that the pictures were AI generated. The content, although the ideas were mine, like everything, and they just had it organized and spell checked for me, it was all AI. And that he was even doing okay. But is that what I want? Do I want people to be just following AI information, or do I want it to come from me? That's the other question. Do I even give a shit about you guys listening to me? No, I absolutely do. That's the answer. 100%. I want you guys to want me, not the AI version of me. Love me, please. Okay, anyways. Anyways, that's it for me today, guys. Let me know, how do you use AI? Do you like AI? Do you hate it? Put a comment. Let me know. Love you guys. Bye.